welcome back. So Lisa here from Shady Tree Stitches, bringing you my 2021 WIP Parade. So this is where I'm up to in all my WIPs from 2020, and if I can, ones that have been from last year, I will post a photo of where they were, and lots of them are new starts though, which is all cool because it was a year of starts in virtual stitches, so I did. I started off slowly. I originally had 26 new starts I planned for the year, and I've probably gone up to about 35, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't counted them in all honesty, but I will do that, and I'll give you all the facts and figures in my end of year video. So it's currently the 14th of December, so we're halfway through the month, but I wanted to get my WIP Parade done so that I can get everything organised for next year. New year of no new starts, 2021, so I'm looking forward to that immensely. Alright, so I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags, shopping bags of WIPs. That's how I organise them at the moment. As you can see, they just all sit in a shopping bag. I've been busy sorting them to make my list. I've got 100 WIPs for no new starts, but that might go down because there's still half a month left to try and finish things. Alright, so these guys are not necessarily in an order, but some of the bags have got sort of size similarities, and I'm pretty sure this one's my small size piece. So I'm going to just pull them all out and I'll put them back in as we finish. Alright, what have we got here? We have got, looks like ink circles first. Alright, so ink circles, I have 2 that I'm working on that are both small, and very me. We have got Here Comes Treble, and followed by First Bass. I personally am a bass clef player, but in brass band I do play treble. So being a tuba and euphonium player, I get to use both clefs. And I started these sometime during the year, and all of these pieces are WIPs. They all have the required 200 stitches for no new starts. So I don't know the actual stitch counts, but you'll live. So there is First Bass. So we've got the bottom half of the bass clef done. And sticking my needle minders. I had to make more needle minders because I didn't have enough. Can you imagine not having enough needle minders? Who'd have thunk? But I didn't necessarily think I'd have 100 WIPs that I had to kit up. And there is my start of my treble. So they won't take too long to finish, I don't expect. So you're just going to have to put up with me packing them away, because with 100 WIPs, if I don't pack them away as I go, it's just going to be one humongous cacophony of mess. Board helps, makes it easy for you guys to see, but it's really quite tricky. Okay, next one we've got is Freebie from Twin Peaks Primitives. I also started this year, called Joy to the World. Isn't that just the cutest Christmas house? So my Joy to the World got started. You're going to just die of shock when you see how absolutely beautiful it is. There we go. It's the start of a house, so nothing fancy, nothing important, just the start of a house. But hey, it started and it's a WIP. Alright, another one I started this year, recently, is called Scarlet House American Homestead Sewing Set, and in particular I'm doing that big one. Well, it looks like a big one, but when I'm stitching it, it doesn't look very big at all. Check that out. It's pretty small actually. So I don't know, it's on an 18 count piece of my own dyed fabric. Really doesn't look very big at all, but oh well, that's what it is. So we'll just keep on going with it. Nice to have a couple of smaller items. I had to do some small items for one of the other groups. but might be needed. Alright, my koala Bisconu. Upside down, it doesn't matter, does it? By Wild Violet cross stitch. Super cute. And there's the back of it. And the reason why I'm showing you the back of it is that that is actually the part I have stitched. And I'm about halfway through the back of the Bisconu. I have never made a Bisconu before, so I'm excited to see how that one progresses. So as soon as I need something with koalas on it, or gum leaves, I'll be right. Who knows what this year is going to have in store. Maybe you can hear me while I'm zipping. Sorry if you can't. People who don't like rustling, it's not the video for you. I'm going to be rustling constantly. Alright, we have got Little House Needleworks house set, ABC sampler. So the whole set there, and I'm doing them where possible in called for colours, and I'm stitching them on this nice piece of green fabric from Sew It All, and I have got the start of the middle house. Doing the whole alphabet on one piece. I think that would be quite effective. We know I like houses, and you'll get to see, funnily, because the start of this year I didn't have any houses on the go, so I fixed that multitudes of times. So these bags you can see at the moment are just the ones I've got from Amazon or eBay or AliExpress, the mesh plastic bags, and I've got a little key tag on most of them saying what they are. Alright, so my blackbird, one of my blackbird designs for this year was Evergreen Lane. And it has got, I think this one a really earthy, sort of almost a woolen type of even weave, which I really like. So there you are, you can see the good start to the house, but lots more to be done on that one too. So that's Evergreen Lane by Blackbird Designs. Christmas party saying what they are, but I did go through them the other day, so I have seen them all quite recently. Okay. The picture's missing for this one, but this one is called Catch the Wind. So the picture looks like this, and I have what looks like a dancing penguin, but it's actually one of the girls' dresses. Again, on a piece of Patty Blaine's fabric. I really, really love the motley fabric. I feel it brings out makes a background for the stitching. So for most of my pieces, that's what I like to do. Okay. Oh, these cute ones. Okay. We have got a little cute Christmas puppy dog, and he belongs with a cute Christmas snowman with a bunny rabbit, maybe, wearing scarves. And I chose to not stitch them on one piece of fabric, but instead I am stitching them together on this piece of opalescent from Sew It All. So that's where I'm up to, started the snowman. So it should give me 2 Christmas ornaments by the end of the year, hopefully. Not this year, next year. In time for Christmas would be nice. One thing I learnt, be organised with your stitching. You can't just have it all lying around everywhere willy-nilly. Okay, another little autumn. I know what it is about Lizzie Kate boxes in autumn. I have lots of them. I finished 2 of them this month. So there's a little autumn cottage, and he is looking super cute. and well underway to being completed, so he will get them next year for sure. Little ones, not going to have much trouble getting them done. Alright, this one is a carryover from last year because it's a Mill Hill on perforated paper, and I just don't like perforated paper. Barnyard morning previously looked like this. You get a before shot, and I guarantee that the before shot and the current shot probably not hugely different. I know I worked on it in Mania, I'm not sure if I worked on it any other time. So that's where he's up to now. I've almost got all the cross stitching done, just ready to do the beading. So it'll be good to knock him over. Just have to bother to do it. Just have to make him a priority. I haven't worked out yet any way of prioritising my pieces for next year. I'll see what the other challenges throw up at us. Alright, my samurai, which I'm stitching with knitting out stitches, and with May, her companion piece, and we are doing them both on the one piece of fabric. We both picked a similar piece of Chatelaine design fabric, stitch it on, and that's where my little samurai man's up to. So we're going to join in the middle, so May will come over here, and my samurai dude will be over here. And we're going to be like long lost lovers looking at each other. So the plan is to work on that every time we're together, and eventually we'll trade the other half, and then we'll have a matching pair, which will be super sweet. Okay, this looks like some of mine. Let me find the right one. This one is the month of August in the year down under. I have started it, so therefore it is a WIP. And I have not done a lot on it, so I need to do more. Just got a little bit of the cottage. So yeah, I need to be working through the whole thing, but because they're not on one fabric, I can't. Oh, see, there's that yawn. Hey, I got through the first part of the video without yawning. Alright. Then we have got Holiday Homestead from Prairie Schooler. I'm not sure. At the moment I'm working on one of the, I think I'm working on that swan. So these are all separate little stitches. So I think that my little swanny has just got a border and a bit of a white butt. But there's no point showing you what he was up to because it was a different one I was doing last year. But I'm being pretty good about not carrying too much over, which I'm pleased about. And obviously there's a lot carrying over this, but that's only because I was getting ready for no new starts. Alright, here's another one that's carried over from 2019, and it's the Herb Garden by Buttons and Beads from Mill Hill. And previously looked like this, and again I really don't think you're going to see too much difference. That's where it's up to now. And again, I love the patterns, really love the Mill Hill kits. Just not a huge fan of perforated paper, and I know I could do them on fabric, and maybe that's what I should do because I have a hell of a lot of these kits in my stash. Alright, one bag down. That's exciting. All over in cute hats. Okay. Oh, that one. Alright. This one is another one I'm doing as a combination. Little House Needleworks. Gardening. Quilting. Baking. And breeding. Not necessarily all my hobbies, I'm really not into gardening, but I got given the gifts as gifts and I thought I'd put them together onto one piece to make them into a cool little mini series. And again, doing them on a crazy dyed piece of Chatelaine, but I like it, so that's where I'm up to. with my gardening girl. So they're going to go across there in order. So yeah, it'd be nice to get some work done then. And as I said, I don't know my priority order, but I really think that having that calendar that I showed you last video will help me to visualise which ones I've been touching. For no new starts, we need to show we've been progressing on our WIPs, because you can't really win a don't start on anything challenge if you're not actually stitching on anything. It's sort of not the point. So you have to show progress, and you know, it's not a specific amount of progress, because some people stitch a lot like me, other people don't stitch too much, but you need to show progress. So it'd be good to have some way while I think of it. All right, I finally got this one. Finally got my fairy tale village from the storage shed. Yay! My birthday started 6 months late, but that's okay. It's allowed to. And I'm stitching it on my little side frame, and that's where I'm up to. So bits of 2 windows. Thought this little lap scroll frame would be a good way to get it to do it, and because it is so narrow this way, it's as long as I am tall, 5'4", which is long. It's only about 30 centimeters tall. So yeah, thought the scroll frame might be a way to keep it all together. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, which bag next? Let's just go for this one. I have no idea. No idea what's in them. Just tip them out, put them back in. I've got some bags now. I'm starting to get to being real project bags. I did splurge and buy some. But you know, girls got to have some nice seats. Alright, another new start for this year. Because I did new start in November, there's quite a few little starts. Red Hat Stitches The Reward. It's a very cute little pattern. Back in and have a look at where it's up to. It's not up to far. There we go. So we've got a bit of the lace, and then starting to come down the sides. So I wanted to have a band sampler. I do like band samplers. Originally that's what I planned to design, but I haven't got there yet. Too many other wonderful things, and I keep getting commissions, which is great. Okay, we have a mirabilia. We have Savannah's Curtsy. Savannah's Curtsy is really cute, but again, I find it so funny because she really looks like she's wearing navy blue, and yet she's stitched in 310. That's where Savannah is up to, and this one is on a piece of Colour Cascades fabric, which is called Oasis. Okay, picture for this one is here. It's called Gingerbread Village, and I started this one the other day with my friend Michelle, and we stitching this one together using the same fabric that I dyed for us. It's like a stormy wintry scene, and that's where I'm up to with it. Really looking forward to continue on that. I love gingerbread houses. They're so cute. I love decorating them. I've got one for the kids for Christmas to decorate, so that will be cool. Okay. And then in my beautiful stitch and button bags, absolutely glorious. And there's 2 hiding in here. These are 2 of the waxing moons. So we have Christmas House Trio, which is a WIP. Doing this on this lovely piece of yellow fabric from Crafty Leanie, who is probably my favourite Australian fabric dyer. She does really, really beautiful work. And there we got that one. And Easter House Trio, which is on a piece of Colour Cascades fabric and is seriously a border. But cute. The good thing about these fabrics and these patterns is that the fabric, being a fat quarter, is sort of deep enough that I can do 2 lines of houses on each. So I have more in the series, so I'll be able to not waste the fabric and just do another one on the bottom next to it. So I've got a few more in the series, and I've got a friend who we're going to be trading them between us, which will be great. I love being able to share patterns when you're finished with them. Alright, had to continue my Juniper Designs House series, bay window, and haven't done a lot on bay window. That's where we're up to, a bit of a roof. So not a lot to see. So it shows you how many pieces I've started this year, doesn't it? There's not been many I can show you progress on. But I didn't start the year, I think I only started with 19 pieces. That was good, I had 30 something finishes last year. Okay, Little House Needleworks Lantern Lane. Again, cute little Christmas one. Doing this on a piece of my fabric. And we have a bit of the house. So I bet you didn't notice I started all these pieces during the year, did you? Have you been paying attention? Don't mean to sound condescending, just joking. Alright, we have got this little lady. This little lady is Caprice by the Muse collection. And I like her. I hate the background fabric with passion. So fortunately I had a piece of sassy pouch fabric that was perfect. And look at this. And I am turned her into a Indigenous Australian fairy. And doesn't she just look fantastic on that spring bouquet? Gorgeousness. So I will be enjoying continuing to work on her next year. Alright, what have we got next? Got a new start. Pins and Needles by Jeanette Douglas. And again, I've got quite a good little start on this. So I'm doing more a tealy sort of colourway. And I'm working on the main parts now. Can't start on the little things, obviously, because they're not on the same piece of fabric, but that's alright. I'll have more than enough to do for the year. My goal is really to see how many I can knock over. Alright. This one is really cute. Ernie Bishop, Home Sweet Home. And I really like it because it's got the cute house and then the hard hanger at the bottom. So I'm stitching this on just a plain piece of linen. And I have got a chunk of the house. So that'll give me a little bit of different stitches to work on. Just need a lot of house props really. But a lot of the groups you can stitch on whatever you want. And as with this year, I'll be trying to double dip as much as possible. It's just a matter of picking what ones I want to do, because I'm doing too many at the moment. Spring House Trio. I still think this one was a new start this year, but I have done a fair bit more on it because I'm stitching this one again with Gigi. And I've got a substantial amount more done on this one. We've actually got the whole middle block. This is another gorgeous piece of crafty lady fabric, I'd say. I take the names off them, I'm sorry. If you really care about the fabrics. I care about fabric a lot. but I don't remember the names of anything. So I am so sorry. If you really want to know the name of the fabric, I'd let you down. Okay, Spring House Trio, and it's in a beautiful bag that I got from my friend Sue. Starting to get a couple of real project bags into this little bag. This is another one from Sue with a zip pull from my friend Michelle. I like to support local people. This is my new month, my new seasonal. It's winter from the Cricket collection. I'm trying to do one a year, I think, at the moment. And winter is going to be done on a piece of white fabric, which I have dyed specific and cut specifically to be the right size for these pieces this time. I learnt. So there's my tea. Isn't that a beautiful wintry fabric? It's almost like the Northern Lights. So really happy with that. Nearly through this bag. These are my medium-sized pieces, I can tell. This one is so cute. It's another Jeanette Douglas. Never done any Jeanette Douglases before. Once Upon a Tree. And it's seasonal. I love seasonal things. It's on a piece of Paddock Lane Designs, Autumn Leaves fabric. And look at the cute little tree that I've got. So I like it because it's got specialty stitches as well. It's going to be just a nice small little piece. So super cute. And will be gorgeous to stitch on. Alright, the next one was one of my scavenger hunt pieces this year. It's Alice. Now Alice got a fair bit of work, so let me show you what Alice is meant to look like. Just to remind you, that's what Alice looks like from Mirabilia. Now, she previously looked like this at the start of the year. Oh, finally have one I can show you what she looked like at the start of the year. And better than that, you're actually going to see some progress. Alright, you ready? There she is now. Look at that. Alice has a lot of progress done thanks to Scavenger Hunt. So I've nearly finished all the curtains and I just have to do pretty much her head and her and the archway over her, which is all in metallics, which is why it's not done. So there you go. That's how good Alice is looking. So not bad. Not bad for the year stitching on Alice. So she definitely will be on the list to get finished next year. Can't have them hanging around for more than 2 years, I don't feel. Knock over the old ones. Don't have any old things. New and fresh. Okay, a couple more in this bag. Another new start. I only just started this one. We saw her only the other day. Where is she hiding? Don't know where she's hiding. Can't show you what she looks like. Yes, I can. There she is. So this is Miss Christmas Eve by Mirabilia. And we just got her started. And there's not much to see. But she has a beautiful bodice coming to formation. So someone who's never done any mirrors, now I've got a few on the go. It's a bit contagious, enabled by other people. So it's great having an online stitching community. I really love it. I love having different things. Okay, we have got this one. Pretty Little Sydney by Satsuma Street. My hometown. So got this one started for something. Haven't done much. A little piece of my fabric. And there's the harbour bridge. So it's going to be interesting to see the WIP Parade at the end of this year, next year. See how many of these get knocked over. At least it will not have grown in size. It can only shrink next year because I will not be failing. Okay, this old friend. This old friend is Snow Angel by Books. Love, love, love her. Love her. Perforated paper. She previously looked like this. And again, unfortunately, she suffers the same fate as on my other old ones, and that's what she now looks like. So I've done a bit on her, but nowhere near as much as I should, because every time she was pulled up I found something else to work on. I think I need to like just have a wheel 1 month where it's pieces that I try not to work on for whatever reason. Just have like one a week maybe where I work on, might be not a bad idea. Like 1 day a week where I just work on something that I don't really want to work on for a bit, just to get it done. I don't really want to make my daily 30 because it might be enjoyable, but we'll see. Okay, this one is the Little House Needlework ABCs. Nice rose style. Haven't done too much on it. Changed all the colours though. So that's where that one's up to, down to letter G. So quite a way to go on that one. And then, last one in this bag is for my daughter. And it is my Nora Corbett L. Pixie L, Fairy L. Letters from Nora. And she is, and she's on a piece of Colour Cascades fabric that I bought through that online fabric viewer. So it's called After the Rain. Okay, so that brings us to the end of bag 2. Maybe one more bag this video. I don't want to bore you too much. I need to be able to get a bit of a break. Alright, I did find, I don't know which one to do. Let's get this one. Come on. It's a big one. I wonder whips take up quite a lot of space. Looking a bit full coveragey. Not totally full coveragey, but a bit full coveragey. That's the thing, I have started a lot of full coverages, which I don't regret. Village, Pork Run Hollow was a due start for this year. My plan was to do a block a month. That was my goal. That was my plan. Started off the year very well, till I discovered that I really struggled to stitch on 40 count. I fixed it now. This is where we're up to. So we've got the actual borders done for a lot and 3 full blocks done. So I need to work on that one more this year. What I'll use my magnifying light. It's easier. Plus I've got some clip-on glasses now that work. Just had to find the right thing. It's all to do with the distance from the refraction. So I had to find the right combination to get my eyesight to behave. So yes, Hawker and Hollow. And did I see another one? Yes. This one's also not full coverage, but equally huge. My huge projects. This one, Design Works. 12 Days of Christmas. Really love this one. And it's an easy stitch too, it's enjoyable. I don't know why I don't work on it more. I really don't know why. But I might just have to fix that next year. I have got a lot of the border work done on this one. This is on a piece of Sew It All fabric. I think I've almost got all the border work done. Can you see all that? I just need to fill it in now, and it's on a piece of opalescent from Sew It All. So yeah, just need to start filling him in, making him a priority again. So many I want to get done. It's the thing, I stitch because I like stitching, but I actually don't like starting. I know some of you laugh at that, the number of starts I've done this year, but there's reasons for that. And I actually enjoy stitching more than starting. I mean, I like picking fabric, but I hate pulling colours. So, yeah. All right, 12 days of Christmas. Now, these next few being full coverages will require a bit of photography. Mountain cabin looks like this. And really, it's not going to be much to show you. I'm not going to unroll the whole thing. You can just make do with the corner that's done. This is the bottom corner. Mountain cabin, that's where I'm at. Stitching this one with Angie X Stitch. She started the top left, I started the bottom left. So there we go. That's the bottom corner, or it might go, actually I think it goes that way. So doing that one as a local colour completion, starting in the bottom left corner. Okay. Next we have got Gingerbread Manor, which is one of my newer starts, hardly got anything done. Picture looks like this for inspiration. I wonder if anyone's getting enabled. They're doing no new starts. You want to start something? You can forfeit already, it's okay. Plenty of others who would like the prize. Not me, I'm exempt being admin, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, that's where we got to. Bit of black in the corner. I think it's the top right corner from memory. So, started somewhere. Get it started. Yeah, we think it's cute. Let's see what comes up. I think I'm going to have a full coverage day a week. Stitch in Time, also a new one. Looks like this. You know what this one looks like. Stitch in Time is going to get a fair bit of love because I have nominated it for one of the Full Coverage Fanatics challenges. So it currently looks like that, starting in the top, and I am actually going to try and do a bit more of an extreme cross country with this one. That's why I've got the gridded fabric to help me with that. So yeah, Full Coverage Fanatics, we'll be getting that done, a lot done for that. A couple of fun events in there. Didn't do as much with them this year as I would have liked, but I had other priorities, and we'll see for next year. Train of Dreams, looks like this. Laura Hayde, little one. Again, only just started recently. Not much to show. Started, I think, in the top left with a corner of black. All these Haydes using the CXC floss, so it's good coverage. And this one I'm going to just, I think, colour complete the sections going across. Can't go too far because it's just got Ada. But wait, there's more. More full coverage. We have got my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, which in case you've never seen it, looks like this. Now my Once Upon a Fairy Tale does not look like that though, because I was different to everyone else. Individual, that's me. Sometimes I can be an individual. There's a dog here on there. I started at the start of the third row. And you can see the archer and a couple of books forming there. So quite a bit of progress there. I actually probably could have shown you a before photo. I'll think about sticking a before photo in here now so that you can see how much I've done. And then you can compare that back to where it is now. So yeah, I've been enjoying working on that. This one had that number 9 problem that the Hayde conversion software had. And I've actually already stitched in something that is number 9. So I'm just going to keep stitching it the way it is, because even though I got center replacement, it means changing all the colours, and that's just too much effort for something that you've already started. Which is disappointing. That's why I always make sure when I'm doing my full coverage designs, I triple check, because I don't want to have that happen to me. Alright, my Eric Dowdle lighthouse looks like this. Now this one possibly has a before photo. I'm not sure. If I find one, I'll put one in. I don't remember when I stitched the lighthouse, but again, I don't think it's really changed much from what you've seen. That's what it's up to now. Still looks a bit like a big knife. Didn't do much on it, but these, I think now I can get into pattern keeper. That's going to make it so much more appealing. They're from the Americana cross stitching company. Reader's Paradise looks like this, and this one definitely has not had a lot of work done on it. New start, one of my dear stitching friend birthdays, and it is purely a start, and it's a start right up in the corner, and you can see, from my head you can see better, I'm right up with 1 centimetre border on the edge, so the fabric I had wasn't wide enough, but I decided to start it anyway. So that's how that one is. Alright, do I have any other full coverages hiding in here? Yes, I know I do. I have this one, I have that one. Okay. Scarecrow Festival, another one from Eric Dowdle and Americana. Looks like this. And this one also didn't get much work during the year because of the pattern keeper problem. So it probably looks the same as last year too, but now that pattern keeper works with, we'll be able to get a bit more love. So that's where it is, starting the bottom left corner. Okay, my Odyssey cutaway castle looks like this. Got a fair bit of this one done actually, considering. And this one I've started in the top left corner, and I got a lot done. Now this one's interesting because I was originally doing a block stitching, and now I'm actually doing the diagonal stitching to get rid of the blocks. So I'm going to continue doing this one diagonal for a change, so that you can get rid of those blocks. I mean, obviously I can't get rid of the ones that are there, but I can stop other ones from appearing. It's huge, but lots of fun, easy stitch. 2 threads on 18 count. Must be more. What's this one? My Garon bag. Okay, this is my Odyssey Christmas house. Looks like this. And okay, not too much love given to it this year. Just enough to make a bit of a difference to the middle window frame. And again, works with pattern keeper, so might see a bit more love. And this one. Okay, so I think the only other full coverage, just having a look, oh no, there's more. Knew there was more. Angel, Lion and Lamb by Hayde, looks like this. And got a fair bit of that done, starting the top corner, all those blues. This is one of the ones where I'm desperately relying on colours to come in from my order, because all those holes are colours I don't have. Well, I have them somewhere, I just have to find them, but I want them in this kit. So Angel, Lion and Lamb. And then we've also got, my goodness, I've got so many. The one I have done the most work on, which is my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, which looks like this. Now this one, I did make my focus piece for Shirl's Magical Stitches. Oh, Magical Stitches, sorry, no. Shirl's Daily 30 scavenger hunt. And as a result, I got quite a bit done. Oh, I should have shown you. It looked like this at the beginning of the year. Silly me. This one actually existed. And look at that. So you can really see starting to get the zebra down here and the elephant up there. And this corner here is totally finished. So yeah, really starting to see progress. So this one could be, I think I nominated it for School of Magical Stitches full coverage focus piece, so that I can get some more work done on it, because it's actually getting somewhere and it's nice to actually get to see something. But it would be cool to get all the full coverages. So I don't know, how many is that? Way too many. I mean, there's another one I want to start, but I think I really have enough for now. I think I've got enough to keep stitching here for a long time, hence why I'm not at all worried about failing the no new starts here. Alright, so they're the full coverages. Alright, and then I have two other really big ass projects that I will show you, or semi-full coverage. So I have the Cozy Cove from Dimensions, and it has been started. Again, not much has been done. It's not too big, but I had to pull out a hell of a lot of it because I'm an idiot and I misread the colours, so it looks really dirty. But that's all the frogging, so that's all I've got to start that one. So I need to do some more on this. There are a couple of people who are stitching that along with. So it's another one of the full coverages. And my other app is the Big Red Ship of Life. The Big Red Ship of Life is another huge one. Ink circles. And mine is not big or red. So I'm doing it on grey. And I'm going to have to hold this one back because I have actually done enough on this to have got to the borders. So I know you can't see much through it, but I can't do much for you with that. So that's where it is. Hopefully you can see I'm down to the bottom and the top. So the scaffold is getting set for that one. And that is my colour piece. So I need to use that for doing the colours. But I need to this year be a bit more diligent and use it for every colour piece. I didn't this year, and I really feel I should. So that is my other BAP. Okay, we're getting through them, surprisingly. I don't think I need to stop. If you're alright, I'm going a quick breather. All good? Alright, another big thing I have. Chinese gun, Mandala, chatelaine. My beautiful chatelaine. She needs some more love. She really does need some more love. The price of her, she needs some more love. My chatelaine previously looked like this. And I did do a bit of stitching on her for this year, which brings her up to that. I'm starting to get the outside bit done. So she's actually not as big inside because of the fabric I'm using, but she's big in number of stitches and threads and colours and whatevers. So yeah, that's my chatelaine. Okay, reorganised. See, look, most of them are up there again. Don't they look pretty? Another big one I found. Looks like this. Disney Gallery from Etsy. I don't know where. So got it started. It is a WIP, and I started this one in the middle. So that's where that one is up to. I'll show you actually the back with those ones. I don't know why I missed it. Okay. We have got Jan Lin Autumn Sampler. I have loved these ones for years, and I was so thrilled when I got in my boxes and found them again. So starting with Autumn, and Autumn is again going to be on a piece of Paddock Lane's fabric because I may as well use my own fabric. I've already bought it, but I still like to get my fabric of the month from the other people. So there you are, got the girl in the middle. And being a bit different, my Autumn is actually going to be on green because I wanted to. Our autumn is not particularly dry, so you know, I think we do grow pumpkins, but it's not like the other side of the hemisphere. So our autumn is actually still pretty green, lots of colours, especially around where I live. So I wanted my picture to more reflect that with my choice of fabric. And I have the whole series of them to do, but not this year. Okay, what's next? Oh, Spring Gate. This one is Thomas Kincaid. Thomas Kincaid Spring Gate, and this one is one that is actually semi-stamped. It's got the painted fabric, and then you embellish over the top of the picture. So there's the picture, and I am in this corner, done all those embellishments there. So the rest of it's still blank, ready to be done. Really good when I've had a French knot challenge. Happy to have that. It's a good choice for that. But I actually need to get some more stitching done before I can do the French knots. Okay, I like to have a Victoria sampler on the go. And this one is the heirloom stitching sampler. All about stitching. And this one obviously has to be on a fairly plain piece of fabric because it's all about the stitching. And I have done the alphabet in the middle. So lots more to be done on that one. It's so hard. You've got so many to pick which one you want to focus on. But I am driven by the contents of the challenges, but then I do try to do focuses as well. Alright, this one is Spooky Hollow. So my picture is out now, looks like this. I'm not up to the whole picture yet. I started this I think the year before, so this is what it used to look like. So it'll give you a chance to actually see that I have made a bit of progress on this one. Again, not as much as I wanted to, but a fair bit of progress on it. But at least it gives me a Halloween piece, which is good for all the prompts for Halloween. So that's where I'm up to with Spooky Hollow. I'm nearly down to halfway. So it's got no plans for immediate finish. It is seriously a prompt piece for anything that fits into it. Alright, oh, love this one. This one, Fiore e Batticore Lavender Farm. So cute. Love the purples. Really love them. This was a new start this year. And got something stuck on it. It's a bit weird. Take that out. Done this on a beautiful piece of fabric. Again, I imagine it's a piece of crafty leanie by the looks of it. There we go. So we have a bit of a house, a bit of a lavender house. Really like the colours in this fabric. Christmas. Each parcel, what's it gonna be? I don't need Christmas presents. I have my stitching. I've been buying myself presents all year. Alright, another full coverage is my Macintosh mill. Small full coverage, but still a full coverage nonetheless. And that is where I'm up to. Really nice and easy to stitch on this one. It's such a nice size. So yes, and then with the coverage bag, I get some sort of water. When I have my craft room, it'll be a lot easier. Alright, Maidens of the Seasons 1 and 2. I'll put up a picture here of them both together. It's easier that way because I am stitching them both together. And I am stitching them both on this big piece of some leaf fabric. It's hard to get it because it's huge. It's not much to see, it's the frame. So I've done the top part of the frame and I've done the bottom part of the First Lady's frame. And that is all I've done. So a long way to go on those 4 ladies. But they're going to look really good. Look how see-through that fabric is. You can see all the way through me. But it'll be good. And nice to put that nice bit of linen that I rescued from the sewing basket store. Oops. Okay. This is the first in quite a few of this series. This one is Told in the Garden, Grandfather's Barn. I really enjoyed Told in the Garden ones. Really do. So I'm working on a lot of them. And Grandfather's Barn goes that way. So I've done a bit of ground and a bit of black. See a pair of braces there. So haven't done much on it, but it is started and underway. So we'll look forward to getting him a bit more progress as the year goes on. And then next year I'll be able to work on Grandmother's house. But I couldn't bear to work on a big lighthouse this year. Okay. And here, oh, this one's from this year. Put the picture in. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery Family Patchwork sampler, and I did not keep up with it because I had a few errors earlier on, and as a result I sort of lost my confidence with it. But it's beautiful and the silk I'm using is gorgeous, and I really need to just continue with it. So I need to pull my finger out and do more on this one because it is a stunning piece of work. So yes, I don't think I'm doing any stitch alongs for 2021, mostly because of the no new starts thing. It's a bit hard to do a stitch along where you've got to start something. I love stitch alongs though, but who knows. I can do one new start if I wish. I said I can do what I like, because I am an admin and therefore I'm not eligible to win. But I can still play along. Alright, another new start. Salford Manor. Beautiful gift from a lovely lady. And I want to work on this one too, being a beautiful house. And this one is on a gorgeous piece of fabric that was gifted to me as well. So this is on a piece of hand dyed by Laurie. So there's the start of the house. Really wanted the pinks and the purples to go with the flowers and things that are coming later. So there we are, got that one. It's a big bag, this one. Alright, we've got another new start, the Friendship Sampler, which I think is one that I won along the way. That's sewing and doing this on a piece of my hand dyed fabric. I think it goes that way. So I've just got a little bit of a start on that, but enough of a start to make it a WIP, and that's what matters. As I said, the key will be what will they look like by the end of the year. If you think about it, 100 WIPs into 365 days, that's nearly 4 times each WIP, if I can do that. Alright, Madame Gigi. Madame Gigi from Mirabilia, and she is on the really cool fabric. I need to show you the whole fabric for this one, even though I've only done a bit of the cat. So she's on this cool fabric from Sew It All, which has got the lightning bolt in it, and I have done a whole bit of the cat down the bottom. So yeah, it's really going to be cute to work on her. We'll get her a bit more progress than what she currently is. And so yeah, I've got quite a few mirabilias now too. Ah, this is a, oh, I'll skip that one for later. Okay, this one is my South American angel. She did not see much love this year at all. That's what she looks like. So previously I think she looked like this. And I guess she got some love, but I'm not really sure how much. She now looks like that. Let's try like that. Love the colours in this one. She needs more love. He will need more love. Oh well. We'll get them there. Alright, this one is a Brooks Books Cakes free project from her. Doing them all on one piece of fabric like that picture. And this is what I'm up to in March. So I haven't done much, but there's lots to be done on it. Okay, and then we've got another one of the Told in the Gardens. This one's the Bird in Hand, which also has someone waiting on me to finish it. So I need to hurry up and do some more with it. And that's where I'm up to. Again, a piece of my crazy fabric to look like the dirty period. I like trying to match my fabrics to what I'm stitching. Alright, the last one in this bag is, and this is with a big bag made for me by Davana Designs in Queensland. And it is Peacock Majesty from Teresa Wensler. I needed to start a, sorry, Peacock Tapestry, not Majesty, Tapestry. I've got the full tapestry. And there's no beautiful peacock to see. None at all. But there is, oh, I can do this way, a fairly big chunk of the frame. There. So that's where my peacock is at the start of the year. So we'll see how much Teresa Wensler I can take in 2021. Yeah, I've got so many choices and that's what I wanted. Big, medium, small, full coverage, really simple, and lots of choices. Okay, you'll be pleased to know it's the last bag. Check it out. Yeah, just hold this on the bench. Okay, last bag. Alright, so continuing from last year with my Anzac from this year. Alright, Anzac is in quite a good shape, ready to be continued with. It's amazing how many prompts you can actually make Anzac fit. So this is where we're up to with Anzac. So pretty much the whole bottom corner down there and working my way across. And a really nice piece of brown fabric that I found in my stash, which I really think lets this gorgeous silk view pop on. So that's where my Anzac is up to. And all these ones won't have anything happen to them until the end of the year, so they are as they are. Alright, so this one, I'm going to start this year. Old Time Wagons by Charles Wysocki. And my Old Time Wagons, there's quite a bit done on it. Again, on a piece of my fabric, tried to use some of the more funkier colours and linens and things. Really wanted to try and emulate that dirty road look. So that's on the top. So gravity doesn't misbehave. That's where I'm up to with that. Couple of horses on one of the trailers. So that might be one I can get done in 2021. So I have another one to do in that series too. Another one of my friends sent to me. Alright, my birthday start. When I couldn't find my birthday start in time for my birthday, I started Strawberry Fields, Blackbird design, and I got a little start done on it, just enough to be able to see the house. So haven't got into the strawberries yet, but we do have another house. So Strawberry Fields, and this one will be a birthday stitch along in June, first half of June. So if anyone's got that, you can join me for the birthday stitch along. No New Starts birthday stitch alongs will be getting posted very soon. Okay, Little House Neighborhood. Finally found which bag the pattern was hiding in. This was my New Year New Start with Jenny for this year. Now obviously there's no New Year New Start for next year, but it doesn't mean that Jenny and I can't work on our piece together on New Year's. So this is where I got up to. Haven't worked on it much at all, but really loving it again. So I'd like to knock that one over in 2021 if I can. That would be really, really cool. Stand up and fit others in. Okay, I found 2 more old WIPs that I want to work on. The first one is Celtic Winter by Lavender Lace. These are on my great big old-fashioned scroll frames at the moment. So that is how much I've done of Celtic Winter. She's started, but she hasn't really gone anywhere. So she needs some more love. And then the other one that I've got is All Our Yesterdays number sampler, which is really cool. And I've done a fair chunk of this one. A fair chunk indeed. There. So basically 1 and 3 and the ship are all done. And you can see I've got a little bit done there, and I'm working on number 2. And all the back stitching and everything's done. So it's in really good shape to start the year. Okay, then next we've got, oh, these ones are super cute. These ones have good sentimental value to me. If I can get it to unzip. This zipper is particularly not friendly to me. Okay. So what it is there's a series by Juniper Designs on streetscapes of Australia. And the Rocks is the first part of Australia that the British settled. So that's the traditional British settlement area. And then the second part is Windsor, which was further out near the mountains. And so I'm actually going to stitch those two together to make a colonial era memento of the British settlement time of Australia, and in particularly New South Wales. So I am stitching that on this absolutely stunning piece of fabric that is called Damn It Janet from the Sassy Pouch, therefore dyed by Fancy Fabrics, and looks like sandstone. And I'm started the house here. So really looking forward to getting some work done on that, because that has very good historical and sentimental reasons for me being a anglicised member of Australia. Okay, next we have got continuation of my seeming interest in autumn. Another Baticore. This is the Shabby Autumn Calendar. Again, super cute. And once again, I didn't want to do it on white, but I didn't think it needed to have any mottling. So I have started it on a brown. And it's quite big. That's one of the boxes. That's all I've got done in it. So lots of fun to be had in that stitch too. This one, oh, I love this one. This one I've had for a while, and it's the gingerbread stitching house. And what I really love is that you build it and you open it up and it makes all the pin cushions and things. So it's super cool. I've actually chopped up the fabrics, so I've only got one fabric stitched on at the moment, which is this one. And I'm doing this on a really nice gingerbready brown fabric in an even weave. I didn't want to do it in an Ada, so it's in like a Lagana, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So really simple to stitch on because at the moment it's all just white. Using different pearls. I have no fear of pearl cottons. Really needs a bigger bag, I think. Okay, another one from recent starting is Christmas from the Cricket collection. And again, a piece of hand dyed by me fabric designed to fit. My Christmas is going to be a bit of a snowy Christmas, so there's the start of an elf tree. So not a lot to see. Be nice to get that one done, and I can move on to some of the other seasons as we continue forward. Right, another one of the chatelaine designs commissions. I got commissioned to do a piece on something that was lacking in the Australian culture, which is lest we forget. I think I got commissioned this year, so I don't have to show you how it was. That's where I'm up to with him, down to the bottom of the man. So I've just got to finish the words and then do all the millions of poppies. The person who asked me to do it wanted a huge field of poppies, so I designed a huge field of poppies. And then they went, no, there's too many poppies. It's like, well, you asked for a huge field. I would have done one or two. These are a bit painful to stitch. Anyway, what would I know? I am just the designer. Okay, this one is Twin Peaks Primitives. Scary Halloween. Again, this one is bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I'm stitching all three on one, and I have completed the bottom one. It's on a piece of sassy pouch fabric, which is perfect for it. Perfect size, perfect colour. Love it when things fall into place. Okay. And another one of my designs that I designed for my kids that I've got to stitch. Did I take a picture? And yes, I did. Oh no, I've done the whole picture. Yeah, there it is. Among Us, latest craze. Among Us, wasn't me, Ready Stars. So, and I used the Halloween and the Christmas hats as well. So a bit of fan art. Doing it on a piece of sassy pouch fabric that was from the Rocky Horror called Ice Pick Murder, and that's where I'm up to. So the blood rain spattering down on them. So I've got my Halloween at the bottom, do my Christmas at the top. So I'm stitching it in a different order. Mostly because, to be honest, I stitched it upside down. So, oh well, you get that. Doesn't really matter. It's just for my kids anyway. They will love it regardless. I haven't had a lot of pictures for me to show you where I'm up to because I pretty much have finished them, I think. That's a good sign. Alright, another pair of Tolden Gardens. So raspberry homecoming and blueberry homecoming. I decided to start 2. So blueberry I started later, therefore it's only got enough done to start, bit of a quilt. But raspberry has got quite a bit done because I did start it earlier, and it's currently looking like that. So that's my raspberry and blueberry. Not many more, only a few more. Yeah, I'm really amazed at how few I have carried over from 2019, which is encouraging. Alright, we have got all postage stamps. Picture looks like this, from Sew Stitch, and this is where I'm up to. So I've got pretty much the outline of Paris and Sydney done. Loving this one. It's on a beautiful piece of fabric gifted to me by Crafty Leanie when I did a design for her. So yeah, looking forward to stitching on that quite substantially next year. And then the second last one is, again, the picture here, it's called Pandemic. Free chart designed specifically for this year, and Pandemic sampler, and I have started in one of the corners with the flowers. So on a piece of fabric that I hand dyed to make into a very motley brown, which I like. I really think it sets off those colours well, and it's in one of my Teaser Handmaids bags, which is Outlander. Okay, so I think this is the last piece, unless I'm missing a bag somewhere. I've done those ones. Okay, we might be at the end. Yay. Alright, there is a semi-sane event to do with the alphabet, and for my piece I am actually going to do the drawn thread alphabet sampler. This is just one of them. Now I do is that each 2 weeks or whatever you work on a letter. And so I had previously stitched this one, but I'm going to do it as a restart, all on one fabric, and use this absolutely gorgeous fabric to do it on. So you can look forward to seeing that one getting done in 2021. Gosh, the year progressing. Alright, so that, people, is my WIP for this year. And as I said, I started the year I think with 19 WIPs. I've ended with 100, minus a couple. But of those 19, there seem to be only about 5 or 6 that aren't finished, so that's encouraging. One of which is a Haid, so you wouldn't expect it to be finished. So I think it's been a pretty good year, and let's see how much we can get that number knocked down with for 2021. So hopefully you have fun stitching. I will be back to a normal video next weekend, hopefully, or at the end of December, to finish off what I've done for December. And until then, happy stitching everyone. Bye.